folks, welcome to Myers Metal Detectors, located in sunny Tampa, Florida, where we sell nothing but fun and adventures, treasure hunting gear, and anything you can imagine for metal detecting. Give us a call, 813-237-1939. Happy hunting and dig deeper.
Live from sunny Florida, it's Treasure Talk.
Hey everybody, this is Jeff, Treasure Talk. Just a little update for you, what's happening on this post, and this is kind of for all the YouTube viewers. As you know, Monday night, January 11th, is our show with XP Metal Detectors Team USA leader Dave DeNatale. Now, we ask you to submit some questions so we can ask Dave during the interview on the show. Excuse me. And the reason we do that is the chat goes by so fast, we'll miss them. And, between talking to Dave and paying him the attention that he deserves, we can't get all these questions and they go by too fast. So what we ask you to do, if you are on the Facebook group page, Treasure Talk, you'll find a post that we ask you to just write your question down on that post, and we'll get it printed. And get them to Dave so he can be prepared to answer your question more thoroughly. Now, for all y'all on YouTube that are watchers, and there's been, it's growing and growing and growing, and we thank you for that. What I would like for you to do is on this video here that you're currently watching, you can leave a comment with the questions for Dave DeNatale, and it doesn't have to be necessarily on the XP metal detector or the ORX or any other XP product. I mean, if you want to know something about other avenues of treasure hunting, and he knows all this stuff. He's a very, very accomplished person. And so ask your questions. There's no such thing as a stupid question. Believe me, there's not. So a lot of you newbies out there, and we're all newbies at one time or another, you got to have some questions. Ask, and maybe Dave can give you a tip. He can help you out a little bit, or we can help you out a little bit. But we'd ask you just to comment down below on this video on YouTube, this current video that you're now watching, with a question for Dave DeNatale about anything XP or anything metal detecting, that kind of thing. There's a very solid reason we ask this. It helps the show to go a lot smoother. It helps me to script everything a lot smoother, as well as we can kind of prep Dave and get him some questions so he can be a little bit prepared. So nobody wants to, try to get any gotcha questions or anything like that. That's just not our style. So we're asking you to please, and I'm going to start doing this on every guest, ask you to please comment below on this video if you have questions for Dave DeNatale from XP Team USA. And it can be about anything XP, anything metal detecting, whatever. Okay, we'll get them to Dave and we'll make sure we get them answered. This is the only way that we can be sure that your question gets asked. Okay? And we try to ask all the questions and get the answers that y'all are wanting to know. People think this is just a fly-by-nighter type thing. It's not. It takes a lot of hours and a lot of work to do this, to try to make a good show for y'all and have some decent content where you get some answers. The questions you might have, maybe get a few tips. Now, enough about that. We're working on some things here at Treasure Talk because there's an awful lot of brand new detectorists that are joining either on Treasure Talk YouTube or Treasure Talk Facebook. And, you've got to have questions. And there again, like I said, there's no thing as a stupid question. You know it or you don't know it. And For 99% of the people will be very gracious and help answer your question as best they can. If we find specifically on Facebook, if and even on here on the YouTube, if you've got questions and you get these people that are trying to bully and deride you, they'll be deleted. They're gone. We don't have time for that kind of stuff, nor do we want it. So enough about all that kind of stuff. We added a couple of shows today. Now, right now, we're booked up pretty much through May. I'm pretty sure. We just booked a show with Dilek Gonale Akanzo from Nocta Macro. She's the international, world, I guess, marketing manager for Nocta Macro. And if you know or you may not know, but you will know that Nocta Macro is introducing a multi-frequency metal detector. It will come in, excuse me, on the base, just like the Simplex, like that machine. It won't be the Simplex. It will be their new multi-frequency metal detector. And Dilek is coming on May 31st, and that's about probably pretty much real close to the time it's going to be debuted here in the United States. So she's going to answer any questions about that. We'll get that posted a little bit later. We've also got Trevor from Coil Tech. He's coming on in April, the 26th, I believe it is, but it's posted. From Coil Tech, and they make the Mind Lab coils. Now, there's a couple new coils coming out for the Mind Lab for the Equinox, and they're making them. So Trevor's going to come on, and he's going to talk to us about those. So, we're trying to bring you some good, interesting stuff to keep you up to breast of what's happening out there in the world. So I'm done with this now. If you're on Facebook, please find the post on the Treasure Talk page, and for the questions for Dave DeNatale, and list them there. If you're just strictly a YouTube watcher, then please comment below on this video with questions for Dave DeNatale. Okay, so we will see you. And excuse me. Now, if you're not, this is the first time you're viewing a video on YouTube, and you want to become a member of Treasure Talk to get in on some of the, really great giveaways we do, the first thing you have to do, number one, you got to subscribe to this channel. Number two, you've got to send an email to treasuretalkshow@gmail.com asking to be a member of Treasure Talk YouTube. Once you get a reply that you are a member, then you go to the video that we're doing for the giveaway, and you leave a comment on that video with the catchphrase that I put up there, and then you'll be entered for the giveaway. And I will, draw names on Monday night, and you have to be tuned in to win. So we've gone over that a number of times. Any questions at all, email me or Phil at treasuretalkshow@gmail.com. And we will see you Monday night with Dave DeNatale, XP Team USA, and it's going to be a good one. So we'll see you then. Remember, ask some questions, man, please.